Another beast mode release from Aafiya Perfumes, which smells like a beautiful milky almond caramel blend. Yes, this is an inspired version of Xerjoff Italica, so stay tuned to watch in detail. What's up guys, this is Yasa. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasa's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about 3 more perfumes from the brand Aafiya, which is an Indian house, and they make really good high quality type of perfumes. Most of them are inspired versions, some are reverse engineered, some are their own blends as well. So just to help you recollect some of their beautiful blends that I've covered in the past, one of them is Damascus. Absolutely fantastic. I still get compliments with this one. Great for the winters. And my absolute favorite from my very first video, that is none other than Black Saffron. I still get compliments with this one as well. Some people do not like this blend, but honestly speaking, for matured noses, this is definitely a must try. And my only favorite tobacco oud inspired version is this one. Okay, this beats all the clones out there. This is my absolute favorite. Even if I compare with the original, I still love this one for some reason. And they also have something called as Not a Perfume, which I have covered in the previous videos, which is nothing but a molecule or one sort of a fragrance, something like ambroxan base. Beautifully done. You can layer it with any fresh sort of perfumes, which means citrus aquatic perfumes that you have. Now today I'll be talking about another beautiful release. They have slightly changed the presentation. This is how it looks. And they have this notes breakdown here. They have Aafiya Perfumes written here as well. And the presentation box slightly different from the previous ones. It says Shadow Play, which I'll be covering obviously. I'm just showing you the presentation box differences compared to the previous ones. So this is how it is right now. Okay, simple and neat. The bottle is also simple and neat, very decent quality bottle, and they all come in 50 ml extrait de parfum. They also have oil options, which is attar or perfume oil, ether, however you call. So Theodosius, like I said, is an inspired version of a niche brand, Xerjoff, and they have a fragrance called as Italica, which is a sweet fragrance, and that is also based out of milky almond, caramel, vanilla sort of a blend. This absolutely smells fantastic, guys. Though I've not smelled Xerjoff Italica, I honestly love this one. My daughter and wife, the very first time when I tried this one, they both enjoyed this because they said it smells like a toffee. Yes, if you remember Lacto King, which we guys used to eat in the childhood days. I don't know if you're born much after that, but I remembered Lacto King, but in a much creamier, caramelized way. Okay, this has a beautiful milky opening with some toffee feel in it, some caramel, some vanilla, some nutty accord as well. Beautifully done. It smells so gorgeous, something like gourmand. And it will definitely suit for the winters. Okay, smells very beautiful, something very natural, something like cookies as well. That's why my daughter and wife really enjoyed when I sprayed this one. Beautiful fragrance, and it projects like a beast, guys. It projects easily 3 hours. In the first hour, you can even sense the projection for about 4 to 5 feet. Okay, that's the kind of projection this one has. Theodosius, inspired by Xerjoff Italica, and it easily lasts about 15 plus hours on my skin. Okay, I could even sense it for 18 hours, but let's keep it reasonable. So you can expect about 15 hours if you're indoors and if you have a skin that supports fragrance to last longer. So that was about Theodosius. There's another one which is called as Shadow Play, which is inspired by Nishane Hasivat. I'm sure you guys would have heard of Nishane Hasivat. Now, Nishane Hasivat is also compared with Sidrat Boise or Creed Aventus. So this also definitely has that similar DNA. It opens with a very beautiful citrus, orange, some pineapple, some bit of that vanilla accord as well. Now within 15 minutes, it turns completely into that Nishane Hasivat mode, which means Nishane Hasivat has a very earthy, mossy sort of a base. Now this turns completely into that character within 15 to 20 minutes, or let's keep it 30 minutes from the time you spray. So that is why this is mostly compared with Nishane Hasivat than Sidrat Boise, because Sidrat Boise clones are very well seen in the market from many, but Nishane Hasivat inspired versions are very, very few. At least for me, this is the only one that I've tried. And I really love this one because of the beautiful oak moss, earthy patchouli sort of a dry down. And that is absolutely fantastic because it has a nice character, some bit of that cedar wood, woody character as well. And that smells gorgeous, guys. It's very neat and crisp. It projects decent 2 to 2.5 hours and it lasts good 10 to 11 hours on my skin. It's not overpowering or over loud because Nishane Hasivat is very loud. It can last 15-18 hours is what I've heard. I have tested myself as well, and I did not like the base because the base was very pricky and too loud. Some people love it. I don't love it. I like it, but I still prefer this one more because this is more refined and more smoother. There are few fragrances which I actually like when it is more smooth than the power mode character which some originals have. Okay, I know many people out there would be saying that this guy is crazy because he's praising the inspired version than the original. So it depends blend to blend, guys. There are some fragrances which I don't like the original because they are overpowering. This is more smoother. Now let's take the example of tobacco oud itself. I do have the original as well, which is a 5 ml decant. I don't like the oud in there. It is very animalic, it is very bold, very powerful onto the nose. This is the smoothest and the sexiest tobacco oud, very easy to wear. Though I am a lover of real oud, but the one that Tom Ford has doesn't smell anything like a Hindi oud or a Cambodian oud. It is very different and I'm not a big fan of the original. I love this one. It's similar here. Nishane Hasivat's base note, like what I said, is that oak moss character is very pricky and very heavy, which I don't really enjoy much. So I enjoy this one. Okay, it's not that I'm simply trying to hype this brand. It's up to you how you want to take it, but I'm talking about blend wise here. I'm making my point clear as well. It does not perform like the original. It does not project heavy like the original, but it smells great to my nose. 2 to 2.5 hours of projection and 10 to 11 hours of lasting is what I get. Okay, if I simply have to praise a brand for the sake of it, I would have told that this performs better than Nishane, which I'm not saying. Okay, I'm not claiming it that way, but it still lasts decent 10 to 11 hours, which itself is a great lasting. Now coming to the last one, this is a very sophisticated fragrance, something for a matured man, I would say about 35 plus, and that's named as a Luxuriate Oud. Okay, this costs around 600 for a 10 ml. You can even go for the 50 ml Xerjoff the Perfume like this bottle, and it will cost you of Luxuriate Oud, which will cost you 2.5. Shadow Play and Theodosius costs around 2000 for a 50 ml Xerjoff the Perfume. This will be 2,500, but the 10 ml here would cost you around 600. Now this, like I said, is a matured man's fragrance. Though the name is oud, there is nothing skanky, animalic, nothing to be scared of here. It is a very sophisticated, rich, high-class sort of fragrance. It is based out of honey. There is a bit of oud. There is a bit of dark rose as well. The rose is very subtle. It doesn't smell like a feminine rose fragrance at all. And there is a bit of that minty feel as well, which I'm not sure what that note is, but it smells overall very classy, very rich. It can be worn for formal occasions as well, something like office as well, if you like dark fragrance. Now, this is so well balanced that it does not smell like the typical punchy Middle Eastern fragrance, nor it goes completely in the Western style. It is right in between, very neatly balanced, and it is very sophisticated like a matured man's fragrance. If you are somebody who like that kind of fragrance, which shouldn't be too loud, it shouldn't be too Middle Eastern, or it shouldn't be a typical Western as well, this is a perfect blend, guys. Honey, woody, which is more like oud, and there is a dark rose and some minty sort of a feel. Beautifully blended. This is their own private blend, I believe. I don't sense it to be an inspired version of any other designer or niche brand, so that's what I would say. So just go by the blend. If you like that sort of blend, you definitely have to try this one. This also performs decent, 2 hours of projection and 8 to 9 hours of lasting. I think it can go beyond that when you apply it on clothes, but on my skin I could sense it for about 8 to 9 hours. Those are the 3 fragrances. There are still more to come, guys. I'm still yet to test them. I still have about 2 other perfumes and 4 others, so definitely stay tuned if you love this brand, because they really make very classy, high quality stuff. Let me know in case you have tried any of these. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.